got such bad news. We're getting into the alcohol early.
I was trying to find a way to laugh about it. Here's our buddy Brandon with Perdido Sailor Inc. And when he came over to check out our prep job on the stringer repair, it seemed the news was so bad, everybody needed a drink.
Hey kids, coming to you live from the construction scene that is currently our boat. She is totally dismantled, and a little bit of disheartening news. You know, not the worst thing in the world. We still have a boat, our health. We're going south next year. We just keep running into obstacles. No matter how hard we try to do this ourselves and stay positive. But I think we're getting closer. We just had a bit of a setback today to look at our, you know, hack job over here, what we've been doing down south with our hacking away the rotten stringer. And unfortunately we got kind of like a C+. We're not anywhere near done.
Check out our project. You might need a big light.
Just watch those boards. They get real squirrely on you.
There's those lanterns over there. If you need them. We were hoping we were done. We done everything.
Yeah,
gotta get it clean.
That's quite a job. And I'm sure we didn't do as much as we needed to.
No, there's still got a lot more to do. At least, you know, down to here, so we can make these curves.
Yeah, it's a little tricky with the grinder because you don't want to put a hole in the hole.
Yeah.
Well, this I'd cut it off and then come back and grind it flat. Because we're gonna have to, you know, all of this is gonna have to be grinded back to raw glass, but at least back to here.
Oh, to like kind of connect.
So we
them
got
back
a
together.
clean layup because we'll have this whole thing will have to be laid back up.
Wow, I totally understand where Brandon's coming from. I mean, I know he needs it cut and smoothed away. I don't know if you could see in video with him, but like he needs a sharp line here, straight down. He needs all of this. You know, he needs this cut right here, straight. He needs all this out. He wants it flush down, you know, right to the hole, grounded smooth so he can lay back up. And he's not even sure he can fit, you know, a piece in there somehow, you know, to get it in. Anyway, just lots of issues. We cut as hard as we could and, you know, pushed ourselves to get it, you know, this dug out, and it's just not enough still. So we're faced with a tough decision.
It's so hard. I'm just curious, Brandon, I hate to ask the question, but like, how many hours do you think it'd take you to do this if you had to come and do the extra cutting?
What did I tell you? 40-something hours, 40, 50 hours?
Like total, or to just to do this, come back behind us?
I think the whole thing.
What do you
But
mean?
it would maybe be even more.
If you lift it up or just kind of push that
Just
back,
push through.
that was on the ceiling, things like that.
So 40 to get this ready to put the new stuff in and put the new stuff in, or just get ready?
Probably would have been total. Down at, you know, at the yard, pulled out. You know, trying to come down here as one time.
Sure.
So therein lies the big decision.
We can either try to, again, get in here and cut more, do this ourselves, you know, get it exactly the way it needs to be. It's going to require lots of different tools, mini cutters, smaller cutters, air compression tools, which we don't really have the portable tank for. We're here at the slips where we keep our boat now, not at the shipyard. So access to tools and coming back and forth is going to be a problem. And then when Brandon comes to lay up the fiberglass, also all the tools he'll have to bring to do that here, the lugging of those back and forth. Again, another problem. So just some things we didn't foresee.
Yeah, I gotta think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we did have you pick it up from here, you're thinking haul it out just to have the,
So they could be
yeah, because you got all those people over there. What about it?
All the tools, the air power. I mean, it would take twice as long to do it here,
Yeah,
which I don't have. And
Right.
lugging the stuff up.
Back and forth.
You're adding
sure.
You're adding 2 man hours a day to come down here.
Yeah. Well,
that will quickly surpass
the price of
the haul out and a little bit of hilltop.
Estimate on how long it might take just whenever we did haul out? From the haul out time to...
Probably 3 or 4 weeks. Now there's some stuff y'all can come in and do, you know, if you want to clean up and then come in and paint it and stuff like that. And then definitely
shave off what we can.
Shave off.
So what does all that mean? After a lot of thought and talk about it and efficiency of time and money, you know, we want to do all this ourselves. We want to save money, but when doing it ourselves means it takes 3 or 4 times longer and is going to cost more when we do bring in the professionals. That's when you have to start thinking, you know, is the DIY method really the smartest way to go here? Because our time is valuable too. You know, we could spend it working on our, you know, kind of online companies and making money there that helps us cruise further, rather than spending 50 hours, you know, trying to cut fiberglass and we're not good at it. Something you definitely want to learn, but can we afford to, you know, just have that costly lesson? And one of the factors for me, I hate to admit this, but not really. I mean, I'm not afraid to say I'm afraid. Doing that job the first time was very scary. It really was. You know, I've got the hazmat suit and everything on, and you've got this metal grinder, you know, it has a wheel about this big. Could take your finger off, you know, and you're just in awkward positions, you know, holding it and the trigger, and sometimes it'll jump, you know, back at you and you don't know which way it's going, you know, and you feel the heat on your hand from the blade spinning. You can't see the blade. The worst part about that job was you can't see a damn thing. Pardon my French, but our goggles fogged up with just our, you know, body heat and condensation, so we could not see. I couldn't even see the line I was cutting. I couldn't see where I needed to start cutting again. I can barely see where the hole's at, so I don't cut a freaking hole in the boat, you know, and sink her. All those things are frightening, you know, as you're down there with an object that can, you know, dismember you. So yeah, I'm not excited to get in there and do that again, especially to the degree Brandon is saying we need to do it. The amount and types of cuts and grinding that we need to do. I felt lucky we accomplished what we accomplished last time without any injury. So that's a real factor. I'll just be honest, you know, it's, I don't want to lose a finger just trying to prove I could do it. You know, I'm just not that kind of person. If the professionals need to come in, bring them in, you know. I hate that it costs money, but I have other talents I can use to make money, you know, so that I stay safe and the job's done right.
Well, there you have it. A lot to think about and a lot to discuss. But what do you think? Should we haul out? Videos? Awesome! Subscribe on YouTube and go to HaveWindWillTravel.com where you can follow along on the blog, check out my books on Amazon, or help us give the gift of cruising on Patreon. Get inspired and get on board.
Brandon, though, we taped this shit up. We spent a whole day, like, double seam, tape everywhere. Oh, we did? No, we came back 2 days later and it had all fallen. Yeah, every single bit of it. And we were like, fuck!
I got the Home Depot tape in.
It was fucking tough shit, man. That's the hardest thing I've ever done on a boat, but wait till you see, we look like Breaking Bad. We were like, our little meth suits up in here. It's definitely a big job. It's definitely outside of our skill level at the moment, but you know, we can learn as we go. But you know, it's just what we did.
I've been expecting that.
You didn't tell us these holidays were gonna be so bad, did you? You just went away out of town and said, "Y'all have fun. See you later. Happy holidays."